And they're off and racing. On the far outside, Rebellious Stage just fumbled the start slightly, but not as badly as San Remo, who trails the field by about 6 lengths. But towards the inside, the filly, Lady Mesna, got away smartly and is tracked through on the inside by Tabashir. Also up with the pace early is High Ovation. Further out the course then, the red and white hoops of Imbaha. The red jacket of Alula is up there, and so too Rebellious Stage with a big white face is probably 5 wide as they go through the halfway point. Towards the inside, Lady Mesna, Farwas Wanas has the inside rail and has company with High Ovation in second place. Tabashir will need a little bit of racing room into third. Rebellious Stage now launching a run 3 wide off the turn, and then comes Aluna back to fifth. Staying on from out of the pack is the multicoloured jacket of Gar Al-Ma'ali, but inside the last 2 furlongs they go, and Rebellious Stage has hit the front. Rebellious Stage now woken up for an effort deep inside the last furlong on a bit, goes on by a length and a half. To in second position, High Ovation. Here comes Tabashir now launching a bid down the centre of the track. Rebellious Stage in front for Camilo Ospina. Tabashir now lunging. Tabashir in second position is not going to get to this leader. Rebellious Stage goes on to win. They're off and racing. The slowest one away was the debutant Carde, who's already been rousing along for a few strides. But King Rise, as expected, gets to the front and already leads by the best part of 2 lengths over his main protagonist, Sateh Alanea, and these are already the first 2 as they begin the turn. Back into third position is Somo Al-Ola towards the outside, the pale jacket of Asif. Even further out now is Rahamat, giving a bit of room to Major, and at the back of the field remains Carde in the beige colours. But King Rise has the rail as they go down the side of the course, and there's company for the lead with Sateh Alanea right alongside, and if anything, Sateh Alanea going even better than King Rise, and they've already pulled 7 to 8 lengths clear of the remainder of the pack, being headed by Major, as Sateh Alanea now lays down the challenge to King Rise, who needs to find another gear towards the inside. Major is absolutely flying home into third now, deep inside the last furlong. King Rise just pulling out a bit extra on Sateh Alanea. Major is running around all over the place and might take the both of them here. Major on the outside of King Rise. Major towards the side. Well, get up, Major. And they're off and racing, and Virtually Refusing was as it was, has already given away about 6 or 7 lengths from the main body of the field. Towards the inside, Yen Yang got away smartly from barrier number 1 and has company for the pace with Minwa in between horses, and further out the yellow sleeves of Basouk. So horses 1, 2, 3, currently 1, 2, 3 up at the head of affairs. Just in behind the pace then, the red jacket of Nobody's Joke. Also there is the maroon colours of Sahim Nayev. Towards the wide outside is Alpha Sailor. Looking for Reem Al Riyadh. Probably has about 7 lengths to make up on the leaders as they are around the far turn. Hawawaya is struggling, and the back marker continues to be as it was as they come into the straight. And look at Alpha Sailor moving up towards the front duo. Yen Yang towards the far side, then Minwa, but Alpha Sailor is powering on now. Basouk now back into 4th position. Areem Al Riyadh staying on from out of the pack, but surely too late as Alpha Sailor enters the last furlong with a 6th length break now to Minwa in 2nd position. Then comes Reem Al Riyadh, but this is all over. Alpha Sailor confirms form of recent successes and records back-to-back victories. Alpha Sailor the winner. And they're off. Racing away then for this local bred fillies maiden. A pretty clean break, although there's plenty of pace on here, and Al Rafea is the first to show down the centre of the course. Also up with the pace then is Falkbury towards the inside, and so too is Nakila, now no better than third. The red and yellow silks of Safwat Lahad is next, then comes the purple colours of Motanami Yar. Further out on the course then the white cap of Al Sakinar has company deep on the course with Zarat Al Rayed, but it's Al Rafea who has the overall lead as they pass through halfway. Al Rafea then for Adel Al Faradi, looking for this double, lead by a length and a half to the spotted jacket of Falkbury in second. Being chased along is Nakila in third. Picking off one or two scouts is Sultanat Al Hijaz, running a nice race on debut. Then comes the grey Safwat Lahad. Al Makasib comes next, and they're already very well strung out here as Al Rafea turns into the straight. Now, what drama will unfold here? The cheek pieces are on. She's in front again by 6 lengths. Clear of Falkbury in second. Sultanat Al Hijaz is beginning to run around in third, but Al Rafea now deep inside the last 200. This is unknown territory for her. She's in front by about 4 lengths. The gap is closing to Sultanat Al Hijaz now in second, and Falkbury. Al Rafea clinging on to the lead. It's going to be very close. Al Rafea may have just clung on. And they're off. Decent break then from the 7 furlong start, and in the centre the green colours of Pastime got away smartly. There's not really many hoping for a strong pace here. The blue cap Tikrit deep on the course is just glancing to the inside third Altimya, and not really anything wants to go on, so Tikrit assumes the lead here, accompanied with Pastime in the green jacket, and towards the inside then we have the grey Sunny River. These are the first 3. Further out the course then, the red and white colours of Chelm's Princess is in 4th place. Then comes the blue sleeves of Mistrix. Being pushed along for a few strides is Anud Al Mogatara. Towards her inside is Wed Haya and the outside Curlin's Jewel. At the back of the field is Helsinki Heights' white cap. Also at back there is Sahir Al Taif. And the back marker is Sabir with the starred jacket. But turning into the home straight then, with 400 metres left to travel, and it's Pastime who leads by about a length and a half. Just angling off the rail then Sunny River. Then comes down the wide outside Mistrix, and plenty of room for Anud Al Mogatara to work through deep inside the last 200 metres. Pastime still in front. Anud Al Mogatara now the late challenger down the wide outside. Pastime now inching towards the line. Anud Al Mogatara will make it interesting, but will lose out by a length in the end. Pastime the winner. And they're off. Jumping away then for this local bred horses maiden. Towards the inside, Dabir got away smartly. So too did Dinar Alanayar. And Last Shawar is up with the pace as well. So Last Shawar probably has the overall lead. The maroon colours on the inside of Dinar Alanayar is up with the pace with a handy position. Just clashing there possibly with safe Al Jabriya. Further out on the course then, the white cap dark jacket of Moj Hedhar is handy. The red jacket of Kebab is probably about 5 wide on the turn, being followed and stalked by Ainan Al Majad. Further out is Sylvia, just being covered by about 6 or 7 runners at the moment as we look. The back duo include Julani and also Tawi Al Thawi. Well, no surprises there. Down the side of the course, and they've gone past halfway now. 3.5 furlongs left to go. Pushed along is Dabir towards the inside. Dinar Alanayar now strikes and goes on with Kebab. relegating La Chawa to third position. Picking up from the back of the field is Moj Hedhar as they go inside the last 350 metres. And it's a straight shootout between Kebab towards the near side. The far side is Dinar Alanea. Staying on from out of the pack into third position is Moj Hedhar. Do not rule that one out as Kebab goes inside the last furlong with a narrow advantage. Digging in for the fight though is Dinar Alanea, who begins to pull out a little bit more. Down the centre comes Moj Hedhar. It's a three-way go, racing up towards the line. It's very close again. What a finish to our sixth race. I think Dinar Alanea towards the far side. And they're off, and as is expected, the one that was slowest away was number 20, Barzan Al Rayli, who surely has a mammoth task from there. Plenty of runners looking to gather the early pace towards the inside. Shawahid Al Khaladir is one of the first to show. Also with a nice position is Sultana Al Duray. Up with the pace is Angad Al Khaladir, probably in third position. There's the yellow sleeves of Rad Al Sengar showing nice pace on debut. And then the maroon stripes of Sahi Pari. Further out on the racecourse, then the big white face, the pale blue colours of Tag Al Shabibiyah proved a little bit stubborn to go into the stalls, but has come out relatively smartly. Just in behind this wave then we have the red jacket with the black crossbelts of Saklawi Al Khaladia. Towards the inside is Kahilia Al Dahim, and then the blue colours of Al Anud is probably centre pack as they go down the side of the racecourse. And Angad Al Khaladia now strides on by a length and a tail. Chased by Kahila Al Dahim. Towards the inside, Shawahid Al Khaladir still prominent. Now Al Anud is gathering up ahead of steam, widest on the course, and then the maroon stripes of Sahi Pari as they go inside the last 250 metres and over towards the far side. Angad Al Khaladir still has a narrow margin over Al Anud, who's flying down the centre of the track. Kahila Al Dahim no better than third. Angad Al Khaladir towards the far side of Al Anud. Al Anud is beginning to get up down the middle of the course, but Angad Al Khaladir digs in. Angad Al Khaladir, the far side of Aloud. It's very tight again. And they're off and racing. Jumping away then for this apprentice jockey's handicap, 0 to 60, over the mile and up at the pace early on. The lime green jacket of Ard is one of the first to show as they join up with the round course. Also up with the pace early on is the blue headgear of Itizam, and further out on the racecourse, the blue sleeves of Yosadek. This is the first three. Then just racing behind runners then comes the very similar jacket, yellow with the blue spots of Al-Sam Al-Tahabi. Widest on the racecourse then, we have the white cap of Aloz, who came out of stall 15. The back couple, as the outpaced, is Meshakat Al-Riyadh and also Danan Al-Shuk as they begin turning left-handed down the side. And in the lead, Itizam shows the way, leading ahead of Fadan Najad, who's made headway, and towards the inside running rail, Ard is just saving all the ground. Very similar jackets for Yosadek, who is being pushed along for a couple of strides, and Karaman too. Aloz still has about 5 or 6 lengths to make up. Haroof and Kalab are beginning to latch on to this leading group as they turn into the straight, and Ard is the one to pass. Ard in front by about a length, probably closing though. So Itazam in second position. Staying down the centre of the track is Haroof, and also furthest out on the racecourse is Karaman. Deep inside the last furlong on a bit though, hitting the front on the far side, the white cap of Aloz. Ashkana on the far side. of Yosadek Ashkana goes on to win. And they're off. One of the slowest to get to stride was Palance, braking alertly and pushed along early on is Sahim to Wake to grab the lead, still being niggled at. Down the centre of the course, Estehala and Sak is also problem, and further out, deepest on the course, is Al Handawan, who probably has the overall advantage. So, completing their first furlong and a half, Al Handawan is in front for Mohammed Al Daham. Still being driven every other stride is Sahim to Wake in second position. Alabali now has clear sighting furthest from the running rail with the green cap, white body. Probably now moves into second position, and back towards the rail is the Wab, being tracked through by Palance, who was one of the slowest away, has three behind, including the white cap of Asdal. Also towards the rear of the field is Galdaran, and the back marker is Salam Allah as they turn down the side of the course. They completed their first 800 metres in 50 seconds and 14. Al Handawan in front. Now Camilo Ospina gets to work on Alabali in second. If anything, the margin is growing greater. Rounding the turn, the Wab now no better than third, then Sahim to Wake. Looking to stay on from out of the pack is Wafi along, but can they catch this leader, which continues to be Al Handawan. Mohammed Al Daham in front by 4 lengths. Alabali needs to find another gear now. The Wab is no better than third, and then staying on is the black cap of Wafi along, but deep inside the last furlong, and this leader is not stopping here. Al Handawan is certainly not for catching today, and racing up towards the line, Al Handawan and Mohammed Al Daham will run out emphatic winners of race number 1. Al Handawan the winner. And they're off. Racing away then for our second of 2 Arabian contests. This is a maiden for 4-year-olds. And there's plenty looking to grab a slice of the early action. Now, wandering off a true line is Hazem Al Khaladir. Although he came out of gate 3, is sort of lined up on the outside now. To the inner is Rizq Al Khaladir with the inverted V, and between that pair is Amir Al Shidam. Also up with the pace is Hafid Al Khaladir to make a line of 4, and back towards the running rail is Naham. Further out on the running rail, or the racecourse rather, is Shrab Al Wadi, who just had to check between rivals. And also deep on the course is Shrib Al Hizam. The back duo are Jaume de Violetes and Rasikat Al Khaladir towards the tail. Turning down the side of the course then, and in front is Riz Al Khaladir showing the way, and has company with a very similar jacket of Hafid Al Khaladir. Commentator's dream, this same colours rounding the turn. Back in third position is Shrab Al Wadi. Towards the running rail is Naham, and then beating a retreat is Amir Al Shadan. The back four are totally detached. It's going to be an Al Khaladir 1-2 surely, but in which order? Rounding the turn and shredding up for home then, it's Riz Al Khaladir, chased by Hafid Al Khaladir. Shrab Al Wadi though is going to make it interesting down the centre of the course, launching a bid. It's between these three with 200 metres left to travel. The far side, Riz Al Khaladir. Towards the far outside, Shrab Al Wadi. Between that pair, Hafid Al Khaladir with 150 metres left to go. Shrab Al Wadi for Turkey Alofi, just gaining the upper hand. Responding though is Hafid Al Khaladir and Riz Al Khaladir, but racing up towards the line, it's Shrab Al Wadi to upset. and they're off and racing. Decent break from the stalls. Being chased early is Yala Esikayir to take a prominent position as they go through their first furlong. In the centre, the red sleeves then of Zainat Latam is one of the first to show, being joined by Yala Esikayir, who continues to run wide on the course, and back towards the inner is the yellow sleeves, orange sleeves of Ovilla. This is the leading trio. Also up with the pace is the white sleeves in the centre of Wad Rafah. Over on the far side is Balaya. Deepest on the course is the spotted jacket of Alamira Noura. The back couple include Mona Bihar and Waj Al Shams, but they're tightly grouped as they go midway down the back straight. And towards the inside, the red sleeves of Zainat Latam still holds the narrowest of margins. To in second position, Yala Esikayir, who's much closer to the running rail now. Balaya is now being pushed along for the first time. Just being smothered is Busmat, and back towards the inside running rail is Ovilla as they are round the turn. One or two that are yet to get a mention. Amirat Al Safwa is about in sixth position at the moment. Mon Bihar has made up a bit of ground, and so too wide on the course is Alamira Noura. At the back of the field remains Wad Rafa as they come into the straight. And with 400 metres left to go, Yala Esikayir goes for home, in front by about half a length. Chased by Zainat Latam, who has not given up. Flying home from out of the pack is Amirat Al Safwa, just overtaking Ovilla as the leader goes inside the last 200 metres with a 3-length cushion. Great to the good now with Yala Esikayir. The gap is closing. Orange sleeves of Amirat Al Safwa begins to draw alongside and will get up and score here. Amirat Al Safwa, the winner. They're off. Racing away then over 2,000 metres. A reminder, a late scratch to 6, Mukatel. But through the centre, making miracles. Back on the racecourse here in Saudi Arabia is one of the first to show. Has company for the lead though. Trang Kafero in the red and blue jacket towards his inside. And further out on the racecourse is Fakir Al-Maymaniya. These are the first three then, towards the inside running rail, towards the right of shot. The yellow and blue jacket of Treble Joy also got away well. Has company on the inside running rail with Land of Eagles. To the extreme left, you have the black sleeves of Masrood as they join up with the round course. And tacking across, Trancafero under Naif Alanazi probably has the overall call. To making miracles in the centre. Further out, the orange sleeves of On For One has got away pretty well after playing up in the starting stalls. And the extreme left is Masrood as they are, 7 or 8 across the track here. Hard to see who's in front, probably just Trancafero towards the inside is being tracked through by Land of Eagles. The yellow and black of Treble Joy also handy. Then comes Making Miracles, probably in fourth at the moment. Being pushed along is On For One with the orange sleeves. The one that slipped through is Citello to now take a handy position as they go down the side of the course. Right towards the back of the field, we have Rome in Stone, also back there, Fakir Al-Maymaniya after a good start, and Frank Stella is one of the back markers. But down on the side of the course then, and looming upside is Making Miracles. Looks to lay down the challenge to Treble Joy. Relegated to third position now, Land of Eagles. And then comes On For One as Making Miracles has still got plenty in hand for Luis Morales. But battling on the far side is Treble Joy. At what point will Luis Morales say go? It seems to be now as Making Miracles moves alongside Treble Joy and hits the front for the first time. Deep inside the last 200 metres. Well, it looks as though another crack at the Saudi Cup starts right here. Ease down towards the line, Making Miracles, making light work of the opposition here. Making Miracles is back, but Luis Morales goes on to win in game fashion after a lengthy layoff. Treble Joy has run one of the races of his life to chase him down in second, but was passed and fairly eased in the closing stages as his race was run